Holy doodle. And I think the funniest part is a lot of it we've talked about over the last few days. So it was very on point.
It's gonna be funny. Deb's like, oh, what about this? And I'm like, we talked about that 2 weeks ago. Next topic. I liked wait for the stream and everyone to get here.
Okay. Well, stream should be good to go. People should be showing up shortly.
Yeah, but I don't want to like get into all the good conversation.
You're like, I want to save my major talking points. Damn it!
I want to be heard by as many people as possible.
I was a little worried. Like I watched. Hey, Zoam. I watched the. There he is. Yeah. Right. Everyone's hyped about the live letter. I watched the beginning as it started because I was like, I got ready really fast and was eating breakfast when they were doing their first little preamble. And the first couple of like viewer feedback questions, they talked about not having the budget, and they talked about there was something else they said. And I'll come by it again before podcast night. And I was like, oh, this is not sounding really very good. But they managed to pull it back and be like, listen, we understand that we take ownership over some things. There are some things that are getting fixed. There are some things that are not getting fixed. And there are some things we're going to do better in the future. But ultimately, here's a bunch of stuff to get really excited for. And I got really excited for it. Oh my god. Nice. Yeah, you don't see that one too much in the wild.
Yeah, I was watching Mioni's recap because I was in between job sites, and you know, if I got time to kill, I'll pop open YouTube and check my email and stuff, and I see there's a recap there, and I was like, ooh, something to listen to. And I liked how you could boil down the conversation of, can we have this? Yes. Next question. Can we have this? No. Next question. I was like, wow, I really like this format.
Yeah.
Can we have the drop rates altered? No.
No.
This is what they are. And I'm like, why didn't you just tell us what they were in the beginning?
Right?
That would have solved a lot of people complaining.
Right.
Like,
And ooh, I'm so eager to cut in, and because it's like placebo effect. It's like placebo effect. Like, if we're thinking in our heads, oh god, it's like 2%, it's never gonna happen, then it's never gonna happen. But if we're like, oh, it's like 20%, oh, that's fine, I can do this for a few hours. Or you take it really serious like me and understand, like, oh, the drop rate was 20%, I'm really unlucky. But
I mean, I think that, well, the thought that came off to me is like, man, they should hire like an internal customer support person where someone can go, can I have the tech specs on this particular system? And then they can disseminate that info to Reddit, and then they don't have to have questions like, what's the drop rate? Can you change the drop rate? Can I have this? Can I have that? And it's like, again, they wouldn't do Fork Tower Savage because of budget, so I doubt that tech specs on under the hood systems are high on their priority list.
hey, Jada.
But it'd be nice if they did.
Yeah, Leilu, you'll no longer be able to make salty I can't wear hat jokes. Exactly. You'll be able to wear hats. Not only that, but you'll be able to choose whether or not your ears show up in your hats. That is crazy.
What is that? Chat bubbles was one, and Hrothgar and Vieira hats was another. 2 things that were against the TOS that got brought into the game under official stances by people not being assholes about it. Amazing. When you say, can we have this? Square Enix will eventually say, we have this at home. The one time
exactly.
you want to hear that.
No, I mean, it's true. If there's an actual need for it in the game, and they don't want people to use third-party software, they will find a way to put it into the game if they can, if it's at all possible.
The chat bubbles one's a long time coming, because NPCs have been using chat bubbles since day one. Like, there's no reason you can't still play it. So I think that one was just them coding them into move or something. Like, I have no idea what the hurdle was, but maybe it was the little let's throw the community a bone.
Honestly, I think it was HR. HR is like, do you have any idea how much a problem chat bubbles is going to be? And then they're like, well, what if we put them in, but we set them to off by default? And HR's like, fine, put in the chat bubbles.
So friggin' important to you. I'm going to be over here doing paperwork for years.
Exactly. It's another one of those features that people are going to exploit to be buttholes, and we all know it, so...
I can't fathom how someone can exploit chat bubbles to be an arsehole. That's right, I said arsehole.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Yay! Fact checker!
Excuse me.
I am here.
Little tired.
I know I was missed. I had a headache today. It's weather changes, new pollen to get used to, and yeah, I was out really late last night to get my family member from the airport. They had an unexpected passing in the family, and they had to take a plane somewhere else, and I volunteered to be the one to pick them up since I'm always up late at night. Yay! But the plane was supposed to be in at like 8, and it ended up hitting the ground at like 10:45 because of the really bad weather that was on the East Coast. But they're home safe and sound, that's all that matters.
Yep, that's good. The new map dungeon. Oh my god, the new map dungeon.
Oh, that one we know nothing about? Amazing. Let's talk about it.
Hey, they sent us pictures. There are robots. There are, like, it looks like Eureka Orithos a little, so it's all good.
Can we talk about would it be worth changing the subject to the new deep dungeon that actually looks worth running? Oh right, this is mine. I'm just standing here for no reason.
Okay.
Well, he's good at that.
That I can get behind. No, like, I don't know too much about it, but I know even if it's not the roulette wheel and it's like a jackpot spinner, you know, like a gambling machine or whatever, even if it's something like that, it's kind of like, all right, you walk in, you click something, you have no control over the outcome, and you know, something to build hype is fine. Like, I'm not super concerned if it's still the roulette wheel or not.
Just as long as it's something for you to swear at, right?
No.
Yeah. So that reminds me, actually, not the swearing thing. When Phil was talking, that's the second thing that they said at the beginning of the live letter that made me like, and that was them talking about getting only the materia and the fireworks in the pot chests, and how people found that to be disappointing, and their response was, maybe we've been too generous with loot in the past. And I'm like, listen here. If you guys have set an unrealistic expectation for what should be in coffers, then that's on you. That is not on us. Like, don't go and say, oh, well, maybe loot has been too generous in the past. No. But anyway, other than those two things, I think the rest of the live letter was what. I mean, we're still waiting to hear the deep dungeon. I am all excited for. I really want to do the deep dungeon. I really want to do the treasures. No, Blue. No. I flipped to the translation like while I was trying to put up the ad, and I saw something that looked like it might have been a Blue Mage screen, and I got excited, but then I went and reread afterwards, and it was not. But no Blue.
Boo.
Boo.
Very big Boo earns energy.
I mean, the idea of like a treasure map having mini events in it is interesting. So it'd be like, I don't know. They made it think that it was something different than like Mandragora or the golden creatures. It'd be like an active time event of some sort with a DJ. Or
you saw the artificial Mandragora, didn't you?
Yeah. But I thought that was like a boss.
It should probably is.
Yeah, I was thinking if it's like a roulette wheel type treasure map, that would potentially be one of the bosses. But
to me, it came across, I don't need those, as we're experimenting with different boss mechanics, not necessarily, because let's soapbox time. I'm going to say what I would like to have happen, and that's you press the thing, and then it starts a Mario Party minigame. And if everybody completes the minigame, you get through to the next floor. So there's no more RNG, but they're never going to do that, so I'm wasting my breath. Rah!
No better now.
Right or wrong,
Listen,
you would go to that with a group of pros.
Listen, if they remove the RNG, then it devalues the loot.
Depends on how good you are at the game.
I'm talking about the people that would get really good at it and farm it for Gil.
Me and Zone will be best friends like you. I never see best friends. Oh, the money. It would be nice, like instead of it having a chance to grant you whatever, it's like this C-Note takes pity on you, do this dancing minigame, and we'll offer you. Like instead of just saying Rainbow, you're saved. Here, do this, and you can
I
save.
see.
And it has a higher chance to save.
Okay.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Or, just that. Period. Every time. So you can get to the next floor if you're good enough. Period. I like being rewarded. I like being rewarded for my effort.
Yeah, going back to the first, Ilmeg, I'm sorry, I have Friday brain. I like Ilmeg.
Do you know?
Oh man, this is why I plan to have a more official discussion on everything on Monday, but I'm not sure about the like extra boss, the hard boss you can unlock after doing it the first time.
I think it's great for people who want to practice and get loot and not have to go 4 hours in just to see that fight again.
That's true. I mean, they didn't say anything about that fight having extra loot or a different reward, but it probably would. Okay.
So I'm a little concerned with them saying, well, for my big takeaways are they're fixing the instance thing so that Fork Tower isn't as difficult to get into. We've touched on that giant pain in the butt, and I'm happy about that. I am concerned about them saying we couldn't do a Savage version of Fork Tower because of, I think it was budget.
Yeah.
But it's like, that shouldn't really be a thing. Like, you don't have to give super high-end combat geared players something to do every patch. Crafters and gatherers don't get something every patch. Casual players get something every patch, and that's the meat of your subscribers. So I'm a little leery of them saying we're going to try to work in something that, I don't know, my 2 cents is that development time could be spent elsewhere more effectively.
I mean, crafters are eating good in 7.3 because they've got the new tribal society that is a crafter one, and they've got a new planet. So,
how long's that planet gonna last?
Is this a trick question?
No, I'm asking how long do you think they're gonna be doing that new planet? I give it 2 weeks at best. And they addressed that the rewards were lackluster after you got your tool, and they plan on addressing that. But how far do you think they're going to be able to go with that? Like, they can't make it bombastic. You know, they can't be the best rewards ever.
I think the people that are kind of in it are in it. But I mean, from my understanding, maybe I'm wrong, the star contributor is across all planets, right? So you don't have to be on the moon to get a moon star contributor. It's across all cosmic exploration. Each day there's a contributor. So the people who are still like trying to get achievements or wins like that will be in probably the newer zone instead of the moon, still working away at that. And they were doing, I don't know. And then there's the whole unlocking everything, which I guess is slower on Dynamis than other servers. So maybe it just feels like it's taken longer here. But
I think the progression taking longer time gives people more time to sit and appreciate the upgrades that they do have. My concern is that, again, you haven't gone back. I haven't gone back. The majority of players haven't gone back. There's no good reason to. And I'm worrying that they can't torque up the rewards too far, because then nobody would do anything else. And I'm interested to see how they're going to solve that. I guess we'll put it out there. I'm cautiously optimistic.
yeah, I mean, I'll check it out, but Hallie still hasn't even finished the moon yet. Oh my god. I'll check it out, but it's not going to be like, it isn't Ishgard for me. And that's fine. I completely understand why it isn't Ishgard for me. Because this isn't 2020 and I'm not the person I was back then, and I don't have the luxury of time that I did back then. So I'm willing to just go in casually and check it out and wander around and take some nifty photos and hang out. It's not something I feel like I need to do competitively or really spend a lot of time doing, because I'm going to be busy, honestly, doing treasure maps and doing the deep dungeon and that sort of thing. So
yeah, I'm just curious how it's going to be. All the way down there? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Where's Zoam? Zoam seems pretty hyped. About the cosmic exploration. Really enjoying the missions and everything. I mean, that's fantastic. Where? Oh. I'm like, where am I going? Oh yeah, we're going to mine, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got lost a little bit.
Crap. I can't get the ride pillion option. Probably because we're in the air, or I'm on a mount. I was going to say mid-air transfer. Wait till they make us do that in a raid on Savage.
But I don't know. I haven't heard any responses to it yet. I haven't been digging around looking for responses to it yet. So I don't know how angry the hardcore players are about there not being an ultimate, but...
Not in 7.3. It's probably coming later. And again, those people are the type that chew up the content and then complain there's nothing to do. So I really have zero giving a crap about their opinion. Gamer Debbie does not necessarily endorse or agree with
well,
that's
a given. Yeah.
No, it's just it's a mindset that I grew tired of years ago. So that's just a shortcoming on my fault. What were you saying?
Huh? Oh. Nothing important. I am so tired. I came home and I took like not even a 10-minute nap, and I just have not mentally recovered. My body was just like, no, we need about 8 hours more of that. Thank you.
Your body's like, I'm never going to recover from this.
It says that literally every Friday. But I think cosmic exploration is undergoing so many changes that it is going to feel quite different.
And that's why you never go head first into something right when it comes out. As far as chests in the Occult Crescent, I didn't get the "we were too generous in the past," as in we're going to leave you getting materia and...
Oh, no. But they use that as... I don't want to... The problem with the translation is, like, I don't understand Japanese contextually or black and white, so I don't know if there was any nuance to the statement that wasn't translated. Like, it's hard for me, like, I have to take it with a grain of salt, but it's just... I don't think they're going to leave it as is. I think they said they were looking at it. They said they were going to change it.
The gist that I got is they're looking at it into it.
Yeah. I think that was said, that they were going to address it, because they did not recognize that it would be disappointing, or that people would find it disappointing, I think was said.
Yeah, I'll traipse right into the middle of the cave of hell with everything that aggroes, every different way, all for 2 materias and a magic prism.
And Gil. They mentioned that in the live letter. They're like, but we put Gil in every coffer.
I felt like that was a slap in the face. Like, no, you did not just justify 5k Gil for all that.
Hey, Rock, how are you doing? And bangs.
I don't even know what those are.
What? Like the hair under the hoods.
I don't even know what those are.
Does your character not have bangs?
Seriously.
I don't even know what bangs are. How am I supposed to answer that question?
Short fringe of hair across the forehead.
Doesn't explain anything.
You got long hair everywhere else except for a short swatch of hair cut at the brow line across your forehead.
That doesn't sound appealing. Why would people do that?
Because some people look freaking fantastic with it. I am not one of them.
Oh.
Okay, but like, if you were to put on a hood, all of your hair would disappear.
Yes.
This makes it so that the hair that you should be able to see, you can now see.
Fringe in the top of the face.
I didn't know people were missing hair. You put on a hood, you tuck everything back so it doesn't, get in your eyes.
Some people do that.
I think we have a certain demographic of player to thank for changes like this.
And I am not one of them.
Exactly.
He said it before I could.
I hope you had a wonderful day off. I will invite you as soon as we are done here, which hopefully isn't soon.
Thanks.
Sorry, not sorry. Open. Disco.
DDR.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I guess I'll be inviting you soon. Well, that happened.
That was the thing.
For all the fashion changes you do to your characters, I thought you might know the terminology, but, I've known you long enough to know that you probably didn't. And there's nothing wrong with that, Phil.
Good job driving the bus off of me after backing it on.
Well, a lot of people probably sitting there going, well, how do you not know what a bang? Not everybody knows the terminology for certain haircuts.
Or any haircuts. If you told me pick sweeping winds from the haircut list, I'd be like, yeah, got a 1 in 72 chance of getting this.
Oh, is that a styling game?
Probably.
Yeah, V, you can trade anyone. I mean, I'm also very bad at finding them, but I will.
You can't trade them when they're open, but you can post in Discord when someone can find it for you.
That is true, too. Where are we heading? Oh, someone's already flown off.
We're a community. We work together. We're all for one, and that one is my pocketbook.
All for one.
And all for the money? That's what
one
Bill
for me.
says?
All for love?
Yeah, I wish.
Money can't buy you love?
I mean, it can buy you something pretty close, but it gets expensive fast.
Affection is not love.
Close enough. This one is Stanley.
I think Mione did. Sorry, calling back to like the very beginning of the stream. I think Mione's summary video was really well done. Like he was very unbiased. He just gave just the information.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Exactly. Whose is this?
This is
it's not mine.
Okay. Time is money, friends.
I mean, he had a couple opinions sprinkled in there, but he didn't let that overshadow the I came here for facts, thanks type of air that he had going, which, like I said, it warrants saying that, yeah, you did a very good job staying on top of it. This is why I can't do live letter reactions.
Yeah, I wouldn't have remained as unbiased. I mean, majorly positive for the majority of it, yes. But I am glad pretty much everything we mentioned yesterday about Forked Tower and everything is getting fixed. The only thing that isn't getting fixed is the whole, like, what about the casual people who need to eventually clear Forked Tower for triple triad cards? The fact that there is no normal and savage means that the difficulty we have is the difficulty that everyone needs to complete.
The difficulty, from what I've heard from people that got in there, isn't that bad. It's not that it's terribly difficult. It will eventually get put into any prog strats and places like ABBA and other discords. If you sign up for a run and pay attention, you'll be okay. There is a fair bit more player responsibility than there was in in BA, but it's not so much that you can't be walked through it with a reasonable amount of success. So I'm not terribly concerned about the difficulty in there, mostly because come 7.3, they're not adding a new section of the Occult Crescent. I believe this is Blenders, yes. They're not adding a new section. They're going to fix the instance limit so that people, or no, they're not. They're not. Making it so an alliance can queue in together.
Yes.
With that being done, way more R&D can be handled than is already being seen. So that's going to make prog a heck of a lot easier. At least the way that I'm looking. I'm not worried. I'm still at the point where I probably won't walk into regular Fork Tower until the next one comes out. I get all the jobs, I max those out and go, all right, so I should stay alive, right? I shouldn't die if something looks at me. Not me going in there with a maxed out knight and a whole bunch of mitigations and invulns.
Yeah, I would want to work a whole bunch more in Occult Crescent and get a bunch of gold and upgrade my gear and masteries and stuff before I even thought about it, personally. That's just me, but...
I mean, I'm thinking about it now, because you got Sanguinite, and I don't have any, and that's unacceptable. No, it's just... The only thing that makes me want to do it now, before the Central Horn or the North Horn, or however many times they're dividing the zone up, is I want to be able to start working towards the new gear. And if it builds off of Arcanaut +2, then I want to have Arcanaut +2 before I go in there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember... Like, Baja only had the 2 sets of gear. So I'm trying to remember if Eureka had 3 stages of gear.
No,
I don't
they
think
had
so.
your artifact gear, which was either Animos and Pagos or just Animos. And you would get your artifact gear to the point where it was dyeable, which some of those sets still look fire. This one is Raz, I think. And then in Pyros and Hydatos, you had the glowy set. So I'm kind of wondering if they'll do 2 gear sets, because you had Law's Order and Augmented Law's Order in Bozja, but I don't remember exactly how that came about. Like, I don't remember what currencies you needed, and I think some of it's tied to delivery.
Well, you had the blade set that you got with the silver coins, and then you had the Law's Order set that you got with gold coins, and then you augmented it with drops from Delubrum Reginae.
Huh.
Hey! Thank you for the resub, Zoam. Thank you. 32 months.
I remember getting the set before the blades. I don't know if it upgraded into the blades or you traded it in or what. I remember getting the one that had haste. I do love some haste. But then there was the Law's Order and Augmented Law's Order, and I just said, nope, I'm not doing DRS, so I'm not even about it. That's it. Plus they were not too high tastes.
Hype train incoming. Thank you for the resub, Leilu. Thank you guys so much.
Woohoo! Hype train!
Woohoo!
Make it over to Hallie?
I could.
Okay, we'll get you an invite after we get out of here.
Who? What?
We got another party member.
Okie dokie.
The next map's going to be in Cosmoka, towards the northern
Did
end.
Bozja ever get Echo? No?
That's an excellent question. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Bozja did get its buff system. Like, after you maxed out your levels, you got all the different buffs, which kind of just made everything... Hey! Thank you so much for the cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, if you put in your time,
Thank you.
you got your rewards or medals or commendations or whatever they're called, and you became super powered.
I didn't even ever get to finish that. For all the time I spent in Bozja, I think I only have 2 of the 3 maxed at 10, and then I think I only have like 3 of the 3rd one. Like, that was a lot of grinding to get all those maxed.
don't even have any of them at 10. Because it's a hell of a grind.
Yeah, it is. And thank you for the cheers, Leilu. Thank you. But we don't have to wait very long for the next relic step. That's coming out in 7.3.
Oh boy, light grinding.
Do you think? Do you think?
I really hope not. Like, imagine someone who has to catch up. Like, alright, farm all of these! At best, a 20% drop rate. Alright, now grind light for every single one. I don't know about it.
Grind light, then tomes again.
Nah, they'll give us books again.
No, I still have books. I have books at home.
It'll be fun because the last step will be books, and every time you complete a book, you have a 5% chance to get an Atma, and you need 36 Atmas. We'll be like, you want to grind? I'll give you grind.
Well, that's it, right? That's it. We were very loud in our criticisms of not having a grind, so stands to reason we really want to grind.
The minority has screwed us again.
Is not touching the door?
Not yet. Trying to catch somebody. I fell for it.
Okay.
Oh, they might have been waiting for someone to roll on the Mammonite.
Oh.
It was me. I'm the jerk who didn't roll.
Yeah, get ready for another grind. This time, 10 of 3 different types. That sounds like Delubrum Reginae, actually. It was the relics you had to get from Delubrum that you needed like 15 of for each relic.
Every clear was worth 3, I think. So it wasn't too bad. It was Delubrum in that 10-minute wait time every time. But oh boy, watching people die in there is fun. I
still miss it.
We'll go in and do it. People still
You
run
can't!
it.
No, it's garbage now. No.
What do you mean it's garbage now?
It's garbage now. Like, it was fun back when everyone was doing it and the instances were full. I've been in there 3 times since Endwalker? I've been there 3 times since Endwalker, and I had like a party of 3, a party of 8, and like a party of 4, and no party got past like the second boss before giving up. And I'm like, this is not fun.
Your party of 3 and 4 weren't fun, because they're the echo for a smaller party. If everybody brings DPS essences and stuff, you can zero it. You'll see them in PF from time to time on Aether. It's rare, but not unheard of.
No, it was not fun. It was not fun. And like the party of 3, we worked on the first boss for half an hour. And I'm like, this is not what I remember. This is not Delubrum Reginae.
Go in with a party of 8 and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but even a party of 8 is not the OG experience.
Oh, it's not like you're going to get 24 people. Although, when I was doing my grind, I did. We queued up right away and everyone's like, all right, settle in. And it was like, shing! Oh, also, you want to grab Phoenix? Yeah, we freaked out. We're like, what year is it?
No, I mean, I'm just hoping that they do something as memorable for Occult Crescent that people can get to enjoy now, because I don't think they will ever get that experience, you know? Like, yeah, you can go in and you can do it, but it's not ever going to be what it was.
It's just an alliance raid with 2 mechanic fails and you die.
And we don't have anything else like that. So why are you saying it's just that? It's the only thing like it in the entire game.
It still exists. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's going to take a little coordination to get it to be a 24-man party again. If you said, as a streamer, I'm using my streamer powers to call people over and put in a couple different discords that you're doing a DRN farm, everybody who's like, oh, I'm not going to get a better chance to do this, will show up. And you probably will be able to put together parties of 24. But it's not just going to happen organically, at least not reliably. So it's still there. I don't see the thrill in having 3 parties in there instead of just 1. I mean, 1 was fine for me. 3 parties was... It's a lot of bodies in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Debbie nostalgic noises. But no, you're right. I could probably make it happen.
Might want to, actually.
Especially when there are people like Zoam who hasn't done it. There's probably a lot of people who haven't done it.
DRN? Zoam hasn't done DRN?
That's what he says.
There's no... Really? I am legitimately confounded. I have no sarcastic remarks. You've shut me up. Congratulations.
It won't take very long. But you started playing an Endwalker. Yeah, I mean it was already dead. Oh, now Phil's gonna be silent just to prove me wrong. You're so much like my husband, man.
Ouch.
The only way to get him to do something is to tell him he can't do it. It's like, yeah, well, watch me. I'll do all of the dishes.
I can't be mean on this one. I was once told by somebody in this channel that I couldn't be quiet for an hour. And I had a bruise on my hand from punching to death, but I made the whole hour.
That's just human nature. I'm not doing it to prove you wrong. I'm legitimately trying to figure out how somebody who plays as hard as he does hasn't at least gotten 1 Shadowbringers relic. I mean, unless they want the...
Well, you could get the relic without... No, you have to do it at least once for the quest.
Yes.
Okay, because I was like, you can get the pieces through the raids, but I guess you have to at least do the quest. Oh no, death.
Death? What?
Catherine fell down.
What? Why?
I don't know. I'm just watching and fall down. That was a fall down noise. Buh.
Somebody has 1 spot open for something. Ooh, we must have landed in a hunt train area. They must be starting a hunt train.
Frog. Golden.
Lynx. We still gotta get these.
Still like rivers.
Quibbers aren't hard. Set it up for a night. Just Warrior of Light's the only pain.
Yeah, I have... Sorry.
No.
I have all my Gwibbers, but I don't have, like, any of the cats. I just have the one. I just have Heidelin cat, I think.
You guys are so polite out here.
Oh?
Please use Party Finder. Please start your own. No wonder you like it here. They're so Canadian.
God.
Over on Aether, we're like, Party Finder, use it. We really do use the auto-translate. We're like, Party Finder, use it. I just start my own because I don't want any of that sass. Good times, good times. So, I was not able to watch the video. I was able to listen to the video. Did they actually show off a Stage 2 relic, or did they just say that we're doing Stage 2?
No. They just showed a picture. They showed two pictures. They showed a picture of Geralt, and they showed a picture of a Warrior of Light looking really sad. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
I'm calling it books. We're going right for the kill. He's giving us books. Shalom. If he gives us books, I'm really like... I'm setting a hard timeline, like 1 book a week. That's all you get. I don't care if you want to do more. That's all you get to do.
Yeah, the burnout is real.
Yeah, and like, this is fresh. Like, I have time. I'm not in a rush to do it. Now, if I became independently wealthy, I'd go after every relic weapon except for Eureka, because fudge those.
They were asking about having the Atma's drop rate increased. And he was like, the CEs have a 20% drop rate already. He's like, the Fates have a 5.
Well, so that was kind of a little bit of vindication, because he was like, hey, listen, guys, if you think you have it bad, back in a Realm Reborn, the drop rate was like sub 2%. Like, we've come a long way. You guys actually have it pretty lucky. Also, he called, like, me and everyone else out personally, who was like, maybe it's just personal bad RNG. Like, listen here, you little punk.
That meme straight flew up. Listen here. I just sat there like, well, yes, but actually no. I caught on to it when he was like, the job shards were the thing that caught my ear. Can you buff the drop rate of those? And the demi-atmas. And I think the job shards are also 20%, aren't they? The job crystal things?
Yeah, I don't know if he lumped that in, but yeah, I mean, they were talking about both in the same question, and he only gave one set of stats, so...
Yeah, I find it interesting that he said we want to have everyone collect everything, but only once. And I was like, that's interesting. Okay. Alright. I can see where you're going with it, and I'm wondering if it's going to be the Endwalker relic mixed with the Shadowbringers relic. Like, you have a big grindy stage, but once you get over that hurdle, it's tomes. Because nobody wants to do a big grindy stage 21 times. Sorry. I don't.
What the heck just happened to my game?
I don't know. What'd you do?
It just tabbed out for no reason.
Well, it's a good thing you're not even gooning. What are we gonna do with you?
I'm reaping!
You're regooning? Okay. Hey, where's my crit buff?
Crit buff. You like the drop rates. Any higher and it'd be over too fast. I agree.
Really?
As controversial as it sounds, it was a grind, and I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Easy how your perspective shifts like 347 degrees as soon as you're done. The guy wasn't too bad. I mean, Sonotic Scribe put on a video a couple days ago, and he was like, this grind is not even close to the worst thing ever.
Exactly.
Like, he got everything done in a week. He probably played hard. And if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't that bad. It just feels bad. And I had that when I still needed Verdigris Demi-Atmas, and I'm like, look, I'm a week and a half in. I really need to stop bitching. I have 95% of everything I want. I can afford to not get a drop for a day or two, you know? Mm-hmm. Didn't stop me from farming the hell out of it, but, you know, I had the right mindset. That's what matters.
No, exactly. And yeah, it was really kind of memey in the moment that it took me literally as long as it did to get my last ones. But I mean, that is something that is memorable. It's something that is enjoyable. It's something that I feel that I had to work at and wasn't just handed to me on a platter. And those are the kind of things that make this game worth it. It's like, yeah, I got that, but you would never believe how long it took, sort of thing. Like,
I would also like to interject and say that something can be good even if it's not memorable. And I say this in reference specifically to the Endwalker Relic weapons. Does everybody remember what they did to earn them? Not really.
No.
But that doesn't mean it wasn't still good or viable. Ugh. You didn't right click somebody and get it. You know, you did have to do something.
No, I don't know. I feel with the Endwalker ones that it doesn't have the same impact, at least to me. Because I would have still been earning those tomes. I would have just been spending them on other things. Like, I didn't do anything different to earn tomes. I wasn't like... Well, I could see, like, maybe if someone was in a hurry to grind out their relics and did something unusual or something they wouldn't normally do to farm them faster. Take care, Catherine.
Like running your expert over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
I mean, if people want to know life, yes, that's there. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, if you enjoyed the Endwalker stuff, and you enjoyed it being not a grindy slog not a as narrowly directed grindy slog, that's okay. She's not here, so we don't have this mapping.
Oh, okay.
That's helpful. Alright, did we do the Kazuma south of Doc Poga? Did we do yours, bro? Or did you get another one?
I got another one.
Oh, okay, alright. We'll go back there then. No, it's just that I think that a lot of people are so quick to dismiss it and say, because it wasn't memorable, it wasn't good. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly acceptable. If it's not your cup of tea, then okay, it's not super memorable. It's not like the designs were that great anyway.
Okay,
but, you know.
no, I get it. I mean, it's not that everything in the game has to be memorable. It's just it isn't memorable, but that doesn't mean it has to be.
Right, it's different. There's a certain prestige I think a lot of people associate with relic weapons, and to a point, it's deserved. I just don't think it has to be that way all the time, and because it's not, it's unilaterally bad or inferior. It's just not memorable.
You think my experience was pretty average? I did not feel it was average at the time, but yes, exactly. Given the odds, I got really lucky that I had everything else as quickly as I did.
I would still maintain what I had said a long time ago. If they had just told us the drop rates up front, I think some of the whining could have been mitigated. Some. Not all. But it would have been nice to have that information going in so people can make an informed decision. You have a better chance of them dropping in here, or you have a quarter of that, but you're able to target the ones you want. Yeah, I just think it would have been nice to have that in the beginning.
But I mean, does that spoil the illusion of fantasy? I mean, I get that a lot of people enjoy numbers, min-maxing, that sort of thing, but I know where I can see both sides of it. I'm not arguing for one side or the other. I'm just like, I could see how it would be a tough choice for them to want to release those numbers right away. But I understand absolutely why they felt they had to in this case.
I mean, the question that you asked was, does that spoil the fantasy? I'm paraphrasing. That's a personal question that everybody has to determine. Like, if they put a section in the patch notes that was like, okay, we're going to give you exact percentages for the people who like number crunching, but we're going to hide it behind spoilers, that's on you to go digging up that information.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like I said, if they had allocated some customer service team where people could ask them and they'd honestly answer questions like that, and then they can go and hand that information off to the interested parties, I don't think that that's awful, because you're not really going to go interact with that information unless you're looking for it. But I think that's largely a personal question, personal choice. And to me, I don't think it would spoil the fantasy that much, because I already had a set path for when I went in there. I was like, I still have jobs to level. I still have silver coins to get. I have other goals to achieve, that it just does not make sense to go fate grinding when I still have all this other stuff to accomplish. If I accomplish all of that and still don't have it, then yes, I may look into fate grinding. But I think all in all, the drop rates...
person farming tomes with you, just gonna get in it.
Yeah, there's that. Come on, everything. I don't know. I'm at the point where I have enough Arcanites for another relic and I don't even know what to buy, so I'm probably not the person to talk to about this. Egg! Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? As soon as the avian flu hit, yes, you can offer me an egg in this trying time. It is a very trying time. Can I have two? I would like an envelope.
Yeah. I mean, eggs are fine, but have you seen the price of orange juice? Disco!
Maybe for you guys.
I have not even... Sorry.
I was going to say, the worst part about that is next time I go into the grocery store, I'm going to look at the price of orange juice just because you said that.
Fair. It's probably stupid cheap for you, but here it is not. I have not done Hildebrand for this patch yet. I have not done Hildebrand. I have not done any of the tribe. I have done nothing other than Occult Crescent.
I'm out of maps, unless we want to do the Thief's map. Is that Solomite? Oh, there's one.
But we will be doing a Thief's map, so if anyone wants in, we have 2 spots in the party.
Not gonna do Hildebrand until 4 expansions from now, and they make you do it again for the next relic.
I really hope not. Although, if they put better skins on them, I probably wouldn't complain.
I still think it was a missed opportunity. I wanted those Hildebrand weapons to be crazy, and they weren't crazy.
Shark fists.
Well, yeah, I mean, or even like because oh my god, my words. Because Papa Hildy is like a goldsmith, like have them like really, really crazy shiny gold, like elaborately embossed, sort of like go that way or go super crazy like the Gold Saucer. Like they missed an opportunity. And I know they were just trying to appeal to the masses that didn't want really stupid crazy weapons, but I think the Figmental coffers are proof that people kind of want some crazy looking weapons.
Maybe not for the relic weapon though.
That's fair. Maybe not for the relic weapon. I could see the Hildebrand as like an offshoot to it, like you do the final quest and he's like, Inspector Extraordinaire. I didn't find what I was looking for, but I did find these blueprints for some really weird weapons. I'm sure my dad could make something cool. Hey, Square Enix, I could use a job. Just saying. I could use a better job than the one I had. I just wrote you into the best thing ever. And then you just have way more weapon contests, and Hildy's just like, I found more.
Right.
Like every few patches. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. You've been thinking about how that one Rei Dragoon weapon looks like a tuning fork, and now you want a Dragoon weapon that looks like a tuning fork. Exactly. Though I was looking at the Deep Dungeon, they showed an image that was like the Deep Dungeon, the new Deep Dungeon weapons. And they looked different. They were like big and chunky and red. So instead of having like the pale glows that the other Deep Dungeon weapons have had, they're chunky and red.
Is there a spot where we can get a look at all the screenshots from it?
Yeah, the Discord, the Final Fantasy XIV's Reddit Discord. I can post a link in my Discord.
That's another Discord I have to join. And I got it.
Yeah, or I was gonna say, like, on Monday when I do my podcast, I'll be going through the slides kind of one at a time.
Oh, do you remember what it was called?
What was called?
The new Deep Dungeon. I'll just Google screenshots of the new Deep Dungeon if I know.
Pilgrim's Passage?
Something.
Pilgrim's Passage, I think.
That sounds like something out of Ilmag, yeah. Alright, can I tank and Google at the same time?
Granted, there's only like 3 images.
Ooh, Google search can't find anything.
The Deep Dungeon, what was it 7
Oh, Pilgrim's Traverse. Okay.
That's why it didn't find anything.
Thank you, Zone.
There they are. Okay, now where do I find these weapons? Yes, chat bubble feature. Very nice, thank you. Live letter 87. I probably should just do that. Live letter 87 image search.
I mean, or you could pull up the YouTube video.
That's not a good idea for me.
No, you guys are right. My brain simplified it and made it an alliteration so that I could remember. And it remembered incorrectly.
You alliterated wrong!
I alliterated wrong.
Kudos for knowing what that is. You'd be surprised how many people don't, at least in America. Sphene has a book. That was apparently important.
Yeah, I mean, if you care about the story.
I was like, yeah, whatever, I guess. Moving on. I call it now. She's a summoner. She's going to summon everyone back. Something. I don't know. Sphene?
Well, what was the character in Final Fantasy IX? Was Sphene a summoner?
Ernest?
Yes! I got to hit the button!
I think she used magic.
Yeah, she had a rod, I think was her weapon.
Oh, right.
Whoa. Improved shadow resolution? No, maybe that's old. Titania looks good in that. Miso Terminal? Bro, that looks so good.
Don't they look like the updated Palace of the Dead weapons? I'm gonna have to pull up a side-by-side. For whatever reason, my memory is thinking the Palace of the Dead weapons were a little bit darker at their core and had a red aura. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong too. Completely possible. But
I mean, POTDs, I remember were red at the core and they darkened as they went out, I think.
Oh.
I might be wrong. I would like to complete it at once, and I don't want to have to pay people to not carry me, but go with me through it. But it's looking like that might be more and more of a thing.
I need to complete one of them at some point.
You need to get to level 50, so I know what I'm going to do to make money the week before that comes out. Who hasn't gotten to level 50? 500k. No. 5 million. And I will get you there and through it. Always on the grind, Debbie. Always on the grind.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going summoner. Like, what would she summon?
Or people back.
She can't summon people back. People don't get summoned that way.
Why not?
Because they're people.
Okay. Final Fantasy XIV has a long, extensive history of people summoning things based on their own perceptions. E.g., her, Lady Iceheart's perception of Shiva.
No, I get it, but that would make her people not her people. It would make them icons, and that's different. That's a copy of them based on her perception. It's not real.
And if she knew them better than is possible to get them any other way, would you accept that difference as good enough? Or
No.
would you still try it as not good enough?
In my headcanon, the Warrior of Light is going to be the final summon of Final Fantasy XIV. Mark my words, I've said that for the last, 5 years, and I'm going to keep saying it.
Bold of you to assume this game's gonna end.
I mean, ending is subjective, but at some point at the end of a story arc,
Well, we're just
someone's going to summon the Warrior of Light, and we're going to have to take down ourselves. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Great. I know my weaknesses. Who's gonna summon us?
Right? I don't know. That could be anyone. That could be someone we haven't even met yet. I don't know.
It's gonna be Wuklamat. Help, I can't do this part of the story. Well, where did you come from? She's like, convenient plot contrivance. Everyone nods. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
Yeah, okay. We do it all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was thinking scholar, but then I was trying to think, what would the fairy be? Or does a scholar have to have a fairy? I never had a fairy out when I was a scholar, but I was a really crappy scholar, so...
I glamored mine in the karma file. All I want is for Hildebrand, because Nashu is rocking it this time. Also, there's a twist in there.
What a twist!
Well, you know how she has a penchant for carrying bombs on her, right?
Uh-huh.
Solution 9 won't let her in. On account of her having bombs on her at all times.
Final chamber!
All right, now to drop stance and do nothing right.
Wait, what?
My time has come. Oh, not Bug Boy. There's no healer, guys. Cool your jets. There they are. So anyway, like I was saying, you gotta do Hildebrand.
Yeah, I do. I have literally no excuse not to.
And you should be working with the Hoopagos and the Bunewas.
I should. I have literally no excuse not to.
Are you hyped for the Yak Boys, at least? A little?
I mean, I think the only thing I really enjoy about the crafting tribes is the getting to build something new in the zone. Like, usually the crafters change the zone they're in somehow. Oh! That just straight up killed me! Thank you, V.
No Swiftcast.
My god. Now
So,
it won't...
say something,
Huh?
say something else about crafters you don't like.
Like, I like crafting. I'm not very good at it. I enjoy doing it. Oh, Lendra.
Not again. All I know, no variant dungeon, screw this, I don't want to play. Unsub until 7.4.
Nah, I'll see you in the new deep dungeon.
No, you won't. I don't go into those things solo. I had a very bad
What?
time in Orthros.
If we were going in solo, I wouldn't be able to see you, Phil.
Do make an excellent point.
I mean that I'll be doing it in parties probably every day like I did Eureka Orthos. And that was fun.
Still need to get my stinking Kajigger. I rolled a 1. Well, I'm not supposed to be here. If I had saved that 98, that would have made a 98, a 96, and a 94 in the same roll.
Dang.
It's good. Good. We got to the bottom. That's some good stuff.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, a 94 and 96. We still have like 20 minutes. We do want to do the Thieves map, but if there's any other maps that people want to get done, let me know.
I don't see any on the list that we haven't touched.
That's the ones I brought.
It's
No,
not
you
about
don't. You don't have to get more, because I do have like still a whole stack of 70s.
We can pop the thief. Oh, it's way out. This ought to be some fun headcanon. We're going for Yansha from here, by the way.
Yansha.
Yeah, we gotta go to Yansha from the Dome and Enclave.
Yamcha.
The one.
Yeah, I'm like Yamcha can't stay alive to save his life. Okay. Hey.
Hey.
Which one is? Oh. Bobby fell in the water.
I forgot how to dive.
I don't think this is the direction we're supposed to be going in. Oh, it is under the water. Never mind.
Who has
I'm
not?
like, who's swimming?
Wait, where's Zom? Does he really not want to come?
Pirate ship.
I don't know. He probably passed out after all that exploration he did.
They go hard. Somewhere around here. Cannot locate until everyone's here. Okay.
Yeah, we all have to be in the zone. In the zone.
Auto zone? That might be helpful if I tell everyone where it is.
Oh, Crimson! You've missed a lot over a month. Aw. Well, the good news is, in the grand scheme of things, you haven't missed a lot. But when you do come back, there'll be a lot for you to do. Huh?
I'm trying to figure out where people are going.
Oh. We're under the sea.
Under the sea.
I saw the Final Fantasy Tactics thing at the end of the live letter and got super excited before I read it, thinking it was a collab. I'm like, boo. It was just an ad. Right, Leilu? I was like, it's a collab. No, not a collab.
Ooh, we got a newbie. Ooh, they're an Astro. Oh, shoot.
My God, Phil.
What? I can't help it. I got a stuffy nose. It's a lot of fur. And their AoE. I give up.
7. The field operation. The field operation, it takes a while. It's not super easy or short. It's something that is going to be my God, Friday brain. It's something people are going to be grinding at like for the next year and a half until the next expansion. So it's not something that really has any sort of time limit attached to it. There's still always going to be people in the zone. So it's not something that is going to expire. It's something that you have an unlimited amount of time to... This appeared after we defeated everything?
We killed everything kind of fast. We did it.
Now that being said, getting to max level in the field operation is pretty easy and quick. Loot.
It's a shame none of that sells for wieners anymore.
Wieners.
Gluten-free wieners?
Well, what other kind of wieners are there? Wouldn't want a gluten-full wiener. Nope, I'm trash.
Ah. Okay, I have one map open for the fringes, and then... Then
you're gonna raid the bed.
And then I'm gonna what?
Then you're gonna play Bed Savage.
Oh God, yeah. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock last night, and I fell asleep right away.
Where's your, do you know where your map in the fringes is?
I'm just looking for it right now.
Bed Savage. Covers extreme.
Oh, this is the worst zone. I don't like this at all.
I don't know.
Oh, I think I found it.
I kind of hate Ruby C myself.
It's like right around there. Bed Savage and Pillows Extreme? Yeah.
Mattress Ultimate.
I've not looked back. Like, I deleted X and I deleted Facebook, and the only social media I've had has been Blue Sky, and I'm fine. It's fine. Now, Final Fantasy officially has a Blue Sky account, so it's not even like I'm missing Final Fantasy 14 stuff.
Why are you getting attacked by a fate?
I synced to it.
Why?
It was a fate. That's what you do.
Not when you're not trying to do it.
I didn't know what everyone's agenda was out here. Jeez. Did it again.
Do you have a thing where you auto sync to fates? I don't think I've ever accidentally synced to something.
Look, I'm looking away from the computer and clicking my mouse. It just kind of happens.
Yeah,
What do you mean, yeah. That should be in the settings. I stand by that.
I made myself a macro for when I was a tank that would like automatically sync and turn on tank stance. Yeah, which was super useful, but.
Billy.
Ooh.
A horse.
A horse, of course.
But not just any horse, of course. I'll hold the Matanga, but y'all need to get on them gold whiskers.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Is there just one? I guess so.
Huh? Keep looking.
I was looking. I was looking everywhere.
Look past your scythe.
Sack. Oh, right. This is mine. I can't carry any more poetics.
Nope.
Circle.
People.
Actually, since I have the ear of a successful streamer, what do you do with your poetics?
Turn them into Thabnarian soil. It's how I sustain that garden that I haven't looked at in a few months.
Just keep dumping more soil on it. Don't die!
Exactly.
No harvesting, just manure.
Exactly. No, I did for a very long time have a successful garden. And now I just have a garden with like half the things that just stay in there and the other half of things that are dead. And that is all.
But how's your guys' night going?
You got to the bottom.
Yeah, we did. Once. Once is all it takes. I mean, when you're young, more than once is fine, but...
Wait, what? Hold on. What are we talking about?
Getting
I
your
think
final...
switch topics sometimes.
I'm a little nervous.
Getting your Final Fantasy fix via streams. You know what? I love it. I love it. I'm all for it. If I want to get hyped about playing a game, I watch someone else play it, and then suddenly I'm like, I need to play this game right now.
I'm back.
I sense that there's still great witches to be won.
I passed. I don't want that boss.
It's the linen, Phil.
Shows how much I pay attention, Debbie.
Ooh.
That's right. I have tank energy.
This room goes quiet.
I'm just asleep. That's all.
That's why she's
I believe that. The facts check out.
Exactly. But I booked some vacation time for the first week of August, so I have something to look forward to.
You got a month.
Huh?
You got a month to get there.
I know, but I mean, it'll go fast, and the anticipation will make it worth it.
We're almost in July, so it's almost
exactly.
there.
I mean, the end of next week is the 3rd, so...
Oh, wow. I'm behind the times. That's what's happening.
Kava.
Cover!
Kava. Next Friday is the 3rd? No. No, it's not. The end of next ad is the 3rd. Aw. Thanks, Soam. I was writing it on things because I operate a week in advance because I do the weekly ads. So the end date of the ad I was working on was the 3rd. But that's 2 weeks from now.
Correct.
Thanks, fact checker.
So,
Oh, man.
I'm kind of left out tonight, so I'm,
There you go.
correct.
There are 31 days in June. No. There were 31 days in July.
Correct.
it's a lack of sleep.
It really is. It really is. 302,000 for the full run? You know what? That's not bad. I'll take it. Yeah, time for sleep. Unreal. Does anyone else have anything else they need to blow through? If not, let me know. If yes, let me know. If not, then we will end it here, and we'll be back next Friday for more maps.
And that's the 27th.
Thanks.
Is that the new maps?
It won't be, no.
You're taking a week off right when the new patch is somewhere maybe kinda gonna be dropping? Shame on you.
What? Would I do that?
It's a capital G gamer move.
Did it say early August or late August? I can't remember. Did they?
Pretty sure it's the 5th.
Early August.
Oh, isn't that convenient?
How did that happen?
How did that happen? Yeah, thank you all for watching. If you want to join us, sign up in Discord. Sign up goes up every Friday. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me in game, and thank you for those who joined me in chat.
Yay!
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. We're excited. If you want to talk more about the live letter, I have a podcast every Monday on YouTube. Check it out. That's what we'll be discussing exclusively in a couple of days. I'm back. Stock up on Lobo now. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow night with some variety. I might try Palia. I'm going to take a look, see if I have it downloaded because I want to try something new. I'll be back. Take care. Love yourself as much as you love others, and I'll see you all in game. Bye. Bye.